top tens. Usually you can draw people out by asking them, even though it seems artificial and you have to do it in a playful way, top 10 movies, top 10 foods, top 10 anything. Oddly enough, even boring people have responses to this, like, I love Klondikes with raspberries, or The Godfather is the greatest American movie. They get very voluble. Another possibility is to talk about people you don't talk to. Seems contradictory, but usually it comes from a grudge or some emotional difficulty that is very alive to them and very unhappy. So they'll say, they may not tell you who it is, and they probably shouldn't tell you who it is, but they'll say, there was this guy once who insulted my girlfriend in front of my face, and it was all I could, and then they say, I'll never speak to him again. Another thing is to ask about the person's day. A very simple question. Say, what do you do when you get up in the morning? What do you do when you first get to your office if they have a job? How do you start to write? The reason that works sometimes is that it engages the person in talking about themselves. I have a theory called the third. It's where you don't talk about yourself and you don't talk about the other person directly. What you do is you talk about a third thing in the room, perhaps a painting. If you're at dinner, about the food. Try to stay away from yourself and you'll find yourself getting closer to the person. It seems to me also that people often enjoy talking about travel, and one of the best things about travel conversations is screw-ups. Everybody likes to talk about how long they were on the tarmac, how awful the food was, that the tour guide didn't understand English, or whatever language there is. If you're at some kind of semi-formal dinner and you're seated next to someone, it's like having been sentenced by a judge, because you can't move and you just have to grin and bear it, or grimace and bear it, probably. One of the reasons that in really formal dinners people actually change places is this in particular. It's not just so that more people can have more interesting conversations. Sometimes it's for purposes of rescue. One way in a cocktail party, if it's standing up, you can say, yes, there's somebody else I need to talk to. One of the best strategies is to keep your glass empty, because you can always say, I'm going to go and get another drink. Don't make the mistake of saying, can I get something for you? Because you'll be back in the same situation. But an empty glass is a wonderful prop and is very helpful.